Ohio is ranked as the 5th worst state in the nation for human trafficking rates. And if you think trafficking has slowed down during the pandemic, detectives say think again. The state also passing new laws to protect victims and prosecute those who hurt them. Dayton 24/7 Now's Allison Walker has the story.
Human sex trafficking, it's a multi-billion-dollar business that's been operating in the shadows of Dayton for years now. Since the pandemic started, investigators tell me that local cases have tripled, while advocates are saying that this pandemic has sent predators further underground and online.
They started keeping me in a bedroom, and men would show up, and they would end up they would pay the guys and whatever else, and then when the guy would leave, they would pacify me.
Molly Cruz was trafficked in downtown Dayton in her early 20s. Now a survivor, she volunteers with Sidewalk Soldiers, an organization of women who head to the hotels and motels they were once trafficked in hopes to help exploited girls. But this pandemic has made it harder to find them.
There's not very much street activity. It's all moved inside, and that is actually that's a more vulnerable place for victims, because these women oftentimes don't have their own phones. They oftentimes don't have internet access.
Victoria Dingy is a human trafficking detective with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. She says child predator and human trafficking cases have gone up substantially.
I would say before the pandemic, I carried 25 cases, and then since then I probably have 65, 75 cases.
Detective Dingy tells me predators have capitalized on the pandemic and are taking to social media to target young girls.
A lot of them are minors. Honestly, I could get online right now, and within 30 minutes I could make a new profile, and within 30 minutes I would have 20 to 30 men approach me.
It is impossible to separate commercial sexual exploitation and sex trafficking from the opioid epidemic.
Tony Talbot is the director of the anti-human trafficking initiative Abolition Ohio. He says opioids are a tool for traffickers to control their victims. Even Cruz was drug dependent while she was being exploited. And since the pandemic started, opioid abuse has skyrocketed in our area.
And I'm not proud that this happened, but my mind goes, at this point, I'm fully engulfed in drugs. 24/7, this is all I'm doing. I'm doing it to cope with, I am living hell.
Cruz and Dingy say far too often men paying for sex face lesser consequences, leaving traumatized women with legal and emotional baggage.
Sometimes they don't get a lot of jail time. They might be a registered sex offender, but the last 2 cases I had, they got 5 years of probation.
The problem is there needs to be treatment instead of incarceration. These charges that I kept accruing, one on top of the other, it should have been a sign. I had soliciting charges, I had drug charges. Somewhere in there should have been an intervention, and there wasn't until it was way past due.
So I asked Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost about it.
What are you guys really doing to implement this early intervention, because women are still being incarcerated?
There's a debate about that, and quite frankly, my experience leads me to believe that that's helpful. And the ability to have court supervision, court-ordered services, often court-supplied housing available makes a big difference in being able to get to that 1 year of sustained sobriety.
The state of Ohio does expunge charges of human trafficking survivors. House Bill 431 was passed and will be implemented in April. This means 16 and 17-year-olds who are being trafficked won't have to prove in court that they did not consent with their abuser. The law will also increase the penalty of purchasing sex from $500 to $1,500, along with a new push for convicted men to go to John's school. Yet, a key highlight of Bill 431 that Yost pushed for was not accepted. Ohio will not be posting a public online registry of men who pay for sex.
Some people in the General Assembly felt that it hadn't been adequately vetted, and they amended it out of the bill because they weren't comfortable with that piece yet. So we're hoping that in a future bill, perhaps as a General Assembly, we'll be able to revisit that.
I really feel like it falls under the Me Too movement almost. It really is a difference in gender.
Reporting in Dayton, Allison Walker, Dayton 24/7 Now News.
Major news from the baseball